All right, guys. So we're going to be taking a look at Canva. All right. That's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to take a look using social media. But let me show you how I got here. All right. So we went to the homepage, which is going to look a lot like this. You're going to have all these little buttons here that you can choose whatever you want to do. But we're going to choose this one right here, social media. From there, we then are able to choose what in social media we wanted to work on. And today it's going to be a post that uses, it's a template that uses that screenshot vibe. All right. So we picked one from down here already, and it looked like this. All right. Looked like this.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
You're not seeing this on the
Mm-mm.
screen right now, or you're not seeing it on your screen.
I'm seeing it on my screen. I see all
Okay.
sorts of other things.
All right.
Any
Let's.
template voice.
So you're in social media.
Mm-hmm.
And do you see this one? This green one?
Nope.
Uh, can I share this? Let's see if I can share this. Public view link. Is that it? I don't know. All right, tell you what. How many of you are there? There are 9. I'm gonna duplicate this a couple times. We are probably going to be in this same file. Let's see how this goes. Anyone with the link can edit. Link in the chat. So you guys go ahead and do not go on page 1 because page 1 is mine. Let me know if you can get into this file.
Sir,
Yes,
can you send the link on WhatsApp?
I can do that.
So we all editing one of these?
Yes, please.
So I can't. Oh yeah, if you put it in WhatsApp, you might be able to do it.
Yeah, we're gonna try it. So Carrie, you need emails?
So I need my email, Katrina.
I got it, Khadija. It's fine, I got it.
All right. Look at all y'all popping up in this file. So let me, All right.
I'm on the last one, page 9.
Okay. Yeah, everybody pick a page. If you see somebody else's picture on the page that you're on, don't go on that page. Ah.
So you send me a via email?
Where will be editing on this picture exactly?
Wait, I can get there. I'm on page 1. So sauce the official, you gotta pick another page. Right. Email. Who needed the email again?
Katrina.
Katrina needed the email. All right. All right, BCC. I can just send it to everybody because some people aren't here. And 102. All right, Katrina just sent. You can let me know when you get it. All right. So just so we know what we're looking at, with Canva, you can do a couple things. You can do simple things like changing color. So if you never used Canva before, if you were to click on the white box here, a little window is going to show up at the top of the screen. The first thing is color. So you could change that color to whatever you want. All right. The other thing that's up here is this second box called transparency. That would pretty much just determine how translucent or opaque the image is going to be, the shape is going to be. So if we drop it from at 100, it's going to be completely solid. If we go down to 0, it's going to be completely transparent. All right, that's what that second thing does. The third thing in this toolbar is animate. That is usually what happens when you press presentation. Like when you go to present, this would then allow you to do simple movements, simple animations for what can happen when you get to this page. So the first time you come to this page, if you choose animate and you choose slide on enter, is when you click on this first page, the first thing that's going to happen is this box is going to rise. All right, so that's a preview. Oh. All right, so you should be seeing that rising up. What else is there? You can go ahead and remove it by clicking this remove animation button. And that is that. So far you learned how to change the color, how to add an animation, and then also work with the transparency. Next, we have position. All right, position, that's going to be good whether we want to align shapes. So let's say we had two shapes on this page and we started here in the middle, but we really want this shape to be over to the right. We can select both shapes. How do you select? You click on one, hold shift, click on the second one. Now these two shapes are going to move together. If you were to go to position and in the align elements section, if you clicked on left, they're going to align these two shapes to the left side. If you click right, they're going to align to the right. All right, that is pretty much how that tool works in terms of alignment. You can align left, right, top, down, align by the middle, align by the center. All right, middle would be described as the horizontal, I don't want to say middle again, but the horizontal middle line. Right, the midpoint of this shape. Actually, that would be the vertical midpoint. Yes. So if you're looking at from here to here, the middle that's right here, you can align it based on that middle point. That can be good if we are, let's say we are working on a flyer and the flyer has a bunch of events, a bunch of sponsors, right? You can have your sponsors all over the place, like what's happening on the screen. If you go to position and align by middle, all of them will be lined up by the center point, the middle center point of them. All right, that's how you would get your sponsor logos all lined up. The other thing that's going to make this nicer is if you, in the space evenly section, you can choose something like tidy up, right? And that should even out the space between the shapes. Is anyone lost so far? Let me know.
Well, I'm not lost, but it's kind of challenging to follow along and edit at the same time. So I actually just watching to learn so I don't miss anything.
Yeah.
And then afterwards I will experiment afterwards. That's just my current position on it.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Watch first and then mess around after. Okay, now you don't have to do exactly what I did. I was just showing you some of the things that can happen on Canva. Okay, so we looked at changing the color. We looked at lowering the opacity, the transparency. We looked at adding an animation. And then we also looked at what the position, how we can adjust the position. All right, so based on those four things, You guys can let me know, is there anything you want me to show you again? Or do you think that you are okay so far?
Sorry, trying to do it on my phone, but it wanted me to do it on my phone, so I gotta wait till you're done and do it on the computer then.
Oh, you're trying to do it on your phone.
Yeah, because my Canva on my phone.
Right. Okay. But you use Canva, right? Yeah, you use Canva.
Yeah, I use Canva.
Right. But this is more basic for you right now.
I guess.
So modest. All right.
I
So
don't
here's
like Canva, to be honest. I just like Katrina, I don't like Canva.
you
Too
don't like it?
technical. Nope.
Okay. Here's some other things. So you might have multiple objects. So if you're playing with your thing, just stop a second, come back over to Zoom. If you have multiple objects, sometimes you want to be able to move all of them at the same time, all right? As you can see, when you start selecting things, there's this little black box that shows up. I don't know if it's white on your screen, but this little box shows up. There's the option called group. What that's going to do is it's going to pair those shapes together, right? Just because you hit group, they're not going to move together. You move one, it's going to move all of them together. This is going to be great for some simple things like grouped objects. You can change the color of one and it's, oh no, that's a Photoshop thing, isn't it? Okay, so with grouped objects, if you click on one, you can change the color of that individual one, even though it's still holding hands with all the other shapes. If you wanted to change the color of all the shapes all together, carry it on the phone. I'm going to have to look at this and record some stuff on the phone just so that I'm touching on the same points. Because sometimes people might be on the road, but you still need to be able to edit. Yeah. Because on the phone, I think is a little more, slightly more challenged to click on multiple things at the same time.
Exactly.
Right. So on the keyboard, you just click and drag. But I think on the computer, on the phone, I think there might be the little not drop down, these dots. And then there's a select multiple option or something like that. But like I said, I'll take a look at the recording and see what I can do. Okay. Shantia, you're using your computer or a tablet? Laptop. Okay, cool. So here's how we group things, right? You can have the objects that are by themselves. You're just going to click outside of the objects and drag so that, you know what I mean, you select all of them. When you have them selected, the option should show up here in a box with group as an option. You just click group and now those objects are grouped together.
I've been using Canva for a while. I didn't know that that was an option. I always would have to like hold shift and then click them individually and then group them.
Well, now you know. Now you know. I'm gonna have to you're gonna have to work with me on this part just to see if I can figure out what the PC options are for these shortcuts that I know for Mac. So let me know if let's try shift and what is the button on the keyboard that's next to the space bar on a PC? What is that? To the left of the space bar.
The Alt button, the Alt.
All right. Try Alt and Shift. When you have your items, your shapes grouped together, try Alt, Shift, and G and tell me if they ungroup. Let me know. If they didn't, that's fine. I'm just trying to figure out what the equivalent on a PC is? Did it ungroup or no? No. Try Control Shift and G. Control Shift G works. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, let me just add a page. And we're gonna write that down. Just so everybody has it. All right, group items. Try grouping the items. Tell me if Control G lets you group them or if Shift and G lets you group them. I feel like it's Control. All right, sweet. All right, so that's a shortcut. Control G and then Control Shift G to ungroup.
Okay, it definitely works.
All right, cool. Sweet. All right, now changing the colors. All right, even though they're grouped, you're not able to edit the things together, even though they're grouped together, right? So you're still going to have to click and drag and select all of them so that you can change the colors of multiple things at the same time. All right. All right, so that's that. Now, there's some other little shortcuts. I'm going to add a shape to all of your boards just so we can speed this along. And we're going to try to arrange shapes, right? Moving shapes from the background to the foreground. Again, I know a shortcut for it on a Mac, but I just want to see what it is for the PC.
Sir, I have a Mac. You might share these shortcuts.
Oh, okay, cool. So to group on a Mac is going to be Command G. And to ungroup is going to be Command Shift G.
Thank you.
No problem. My sister, it is good to know that that is someone else who is using a, sorry, I apologize.
You don't ever apologize. You know you love it too. Continue.
Hey, so it is that I can do that. All right. We will continue with command plus, what was I saying? Command G.
You said it's Command G, sir. It is Command G.
Hey, listen, if
Command G to group.
If you want to group items, you know, like the elephants, when they're in the savannah, they're moving around together. If you want to group the items, you press Command and then you press G and they are grouped. If you want to ungroup them, like if a lion came and the elephants were there, the lion came and they scatter, you do Command, Shift, and G, and you will ungroup. On a light bear jump.
Yep.
Shift, G. All right, so that's grouping, ungrouping. It's almost 7 o'clock already. All right, come over to my page on the first page, right? Everybody come over to my page. Come on over. Or look at Zoom, whichever one is easier. All right, so hello, Phoenix Gaming. Nice to have you. So you're going to see that there's the white box, there's a black box, white box, red heart. Don't press nothing. Gonna get a corner. Get a corner. It's so trippy. Anyway, so here's what we're doing, right? So we have this black box. There is, where is it? There is, if you go into position, there's the option to move forward, right? If you click forward, it's going to move the shape one step above. Picture this like a sandwich. All right. So black is at the back. If you press forward, it's going to go in front of the white, but it's behind the red heart. If you press forward again, it's going to go above the heart. All right. And that is using these little clicky things here on the top. In position, arrange, you're able to change things like that. Shortcut for my Mac sister, first and foremost, you're going to hold command and you're going to press the right square bracket. Right square bracket. And that's the shortcut for move forward. Left square bracket, shortcut for moving backwards. So command, right square bracket. PC, I'm going to assume that it's control, right square bracket to move forward, control, left square bracket to move backwards. Somebody confirm for me. Let me give y'all a black box just in case y'all look a little slow with the pasting. Page just says, but he's saying on the who turned their white box on the side? Look at there.
That was me. I ain't done edit mine because I can't do it on my phone. I got to wait till we done and do it on my computer.
All right. So, right. So somebody can confirm if moving things forward or back, if it's control square bracket. I'm sure they got a shortcut list somewhere floating around the internet, and I don't need to be typing this, but here we are. All right, so cool. I'm going to call this move forward and move backwards. All right, that's going to come in handy every now and then, but it just allows. Say again.
What I noticed is that when I hit the command and the right square, nothing happened. But when I started hit the left one, I see words start disappearing and different aspects start disappearing. So I guess that's what you mean by going backward, right?
Yeah, you're gonna, whatever object you selected, you're just moving it behind other things, right? So it's not this, it didn't disappear, it's just behind.
Okay, thanks. You understand now.
Yeah, right, cool. So now we can move things forward, we can move things backwards. Oh, okay, cool. I got it messed up. All right, we can move things forward, we can move things backwards. All right. What else is here for just basic moving things? Let's see. So that is shapes, moving shapes forward and backwards, changing the transparency on shapes, which is going to be, whoa. Wait a minute. Did I just close it? Oh dear. I just closed the file. Oh no. How do I get it back? Oh man.
Maybe refresh.
Pardon?
Maybe try to refresh because it's still there for all of us.
I don't want to press close.
Or you could probably just right click and back the same link you sent us and see if it just leads you right back there again.
Yeah,
I
just
don't
it's
know.
opening in a browser as opposed to the app,
Oh.
which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it took me to Safari too. I'm not sure why.
Oh, okay, cool. Jeez. All right, we back. We back. What else? All right, so background image. All right, if you're looking at Zoom, you can see that I can't move this image in the background. It seems to be locked in position. I can't do anything. If you were to right click, all right, it's going to give you the option here at the bottom, detach image from background. All right, and then you're able to move it. Or you can go back, set image as background, and it would go back there. Let's say I wanted to use a different crop of this. All you need to do is double click on the image that's locked to the background. You're able to drag it up or down. You can pull from these little corner things, make it bigger so that your crop could be different than what was originally there. Okay. So you can feel free to mess around with that. Just double click on the background, the object in the background. That's going to give you the option to move it around a little bit. As long as you can get to this corner button here, you're going to be able to make it bigger or smaller. You're never going to be able to drag it into the frame that you are working in, right? Because it's locked to the background. So just imagine that it's set to be the same size as the background, whatever it takes. So you can never make it smaller than the shape of the background. All right, cool. Can see some of you messing around in the thumbnails. It's good stuff. All right, so we know how to change color of objects. We know how to group objects. We know how to move objects closer to the front, further into the back. We also know that if we made an image background object, that we can still change the crop of it, right? We can change how it looks just by double clicking on it and then changing the size. All right, just come back to me real quick. 1 second. So here is something I need to detach this image to really show you. So the background of this artboard, the background of this social media post that we're doing is white. Right? And that's as simple as once you click on the background layer, when you have the image detached, when you click on the background layer, you can come to this color and you can change that to whatever you want. All right. So let's say we made it something simple, right? Let's say we use this gradient. If we take this image and we set it to the background again, right? So it says that it replaced the background with the image. However, if we drop the transparency, hey, all right, I guess I have to do it again. But what I was trying to get to is you can have an image, but you can also mess with what the background color is so that as you make the image less opaque, you're going to get the background color coming through. All right. So if you come back, if you're looking at Zoom, you would see what I was showing you. All right. So to do this, you would You click on your image, the little bar is going to come up at the top of the screen. Close to the middle, there's going to be the option to change the background color. You would have changed that from white to something else. And then you're going to mess with the transparency of the image itself. All right, Shantia, see you. I see you. I see you. Did you delete the girl? I think you deleted her. Okay, cool. All right, go ahead, drop that transparency. Let's see what's going on. All right, Jamoon, good stuff. Oh, you dropped the transparency on this too. Fancy. All right, what's going on here? Who is Sauce the official?
That would be me, sir.
Okay.
I'm trying to shift it, trying to function zoom, and this is a little bit challenging at the moment. Which one am I very good? So you're trying to tweak the opacity or the transparency.
I feel like you got rid of the girl. Did you get rid of the girl?
No, I didn't. I just changed the color, but
Okay.
it's trying to bring down the opacity. I thought when I click the color, okay, let me see. If I click here, okay, maybe it's these. No, it's not these. It's not these. Where I see the gradient. I'm seeing it's all the colors, but I'm not seeing the actual slider for the intensity.
Yeah. So it may have been that you kind of deleted the girl.
All right, then let's try to control. Um, oh wait, it's not going.
Yeah. No worries.
I haven't shift on. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I just copied it in there. So
Okay.
you can try again.
All right. So you
So
click
you
on
just
the
click on the image itself.
yes. No, that's double clicking. So you gotta click back here now for the color and color you have in mind was this one, and that happens immediately.
Huh.
So I'm looking at changing the opacity regardless, but I'm not seeing the opacity. Let me see. This to this.
Let me see. Why would that be?
Let's see, opacity. Is it this? Oh, that's the size. So where's the slider for the get it. Magic background,
All right,
color
let's see.
background.
That is weird. All right, so let me try this again.
Hmm.
Santia. All right, so I'm on your thing now. All right. Detach. All right, so we got this girl here. Background. Cool. Replace background with the girl. Okay. Um, huh. So as soon as we click it, it just disappears. Let's try
Oh,
this way. All right, tell you what. Try when you have the girl's picture in, try lowering the opacity of her image first and then changing the background color. See if that helps. All right, good stuff, good stuff. So Jamal, yeah, try that and let me know how that if that works out better. Lower the opacity on the photo first, and then go ahead and change your background color. Carrie, which page are you on?
Still on the first page, waiting till you finish. Waiting till it's done to do what I gotta do and then come send it to you. I can't open two things on the laptop. It does not allow me to.
Okay. 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 Because you're on Zoom on the laptop.
Yes.
Right.
I'm on Zoom on the laptop. And then when I go out to Canva, when I go to Zoom, I don't have the Canva app down on the laptop. I only get a laptop a few days ago, so I know everything is on the phone.
Okay.
So now, not on the phone either, on the note. So it's not allowing me to see what you are saying or do half of what you're doing.
You wanna try joining Zoom from your phone and open Canva on the laptop?
Sure. All right, let me do that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I see what's going on here. Oh man, that is
All right, I think I got it.
all
I
right.
think I got it. All right, so let me see if I can adjust the color after then. Sometimes many rules lead to home. Let me see if I can adjust the other color.
Looks like it's Veronica Leon. Passion and poise. Good things are up ahead. Oh. All right. So when you guys are finished with that, let me see. Let's see if Carrie got back on. Yeah, how did your page move from 8 to 6? Yeah, I moved 2 pages.
Sir, you move mine too, cause I was working on page 7. Now I see somebody else working on it.
Oh, sorry. All right. There were 2 pages that Norma was working on that were higher up, so I just kind of moved those down.
I was on page 7. I know I seen somebody else.
You were on page 7. Okay.
Yeah.
So I messed with the numbers. My bad. Yours was the one that said digital communications is fun, right?
No, that's not mine. I had this one with the pinky background.
All right, let me
Oh, I see.
name
Savannah
these.
there.
Let me name these pages, Bo. Who was doing the Halloween page? Who was that? Who was on the Halloween page? Oh, Kimani. Okay. Shantia, sorry. All right, you named yours already. All right, Jamal. All right. Who was on page 4? Who's on page 5? Savannah's on page 5. All right. All right. Carrie, you back on? Your Zoom on your phone and Canva on your laptop now?
Yes, I'm on Zoom on my phone and now I'm going on Canva on the laptop.
Yeah, no worries.
So you give me back a page now?
Yeah,
I
you on
know.
page 7?
Ain't true.
7 are you?
Sounds here on page 7.
Oh. So you might be page 4?
So ain't know. Let's see.
I will pick up a page. I come in, I will pick up a page.
My
You
name
should
had this
be
writing in it, sir.
9 or 10.
Who
All
does
right.
carry?
Yeah,
I will come in.
Carrie, you could use 10.
Okay.
Bonnets are the new vibe. Who wrote that?
That's only Jamoon.
Nah, Jamo has her thing sorted. With passion and poise, Veronica Leon. She's full in client mode. All right. All right, no worries. What I was going to show you now is what we can do with text. All right. So if you have your text boxes, there is a tool at the top. It's a T that has like 2 arrows that are going left and right below it. This is going to let you do a couple things. All right, let me see. How can I? Because I want to show this. And all right, cool. So there's letter spacing. This is the space between the letters, right? Normally that's at 0, but if you increase it, you can get it to put some space between the letters. That's usually for things that are more high end, tend to have some space between the letters. Then there's line spacing, which is going to let you adjust the lines, the space between lines. Right? So it's normally set to 1.5, but visually, sometimes 1 just looks better, depending on what you are writing. All right? If it's lowercase, if it's all caps, sometimes it just works better when you do stuff like that. So that is line spacing of the text. That's going to come in handy sometimes. All right, let me see if this shortcut works. Let's see. Oops. All right, so no more shortcuts with that. So that's simple line spacing, which can come in handy whenever needs be. What else? Oh, let me show you this. So guys, just pay attention to my screen one more time. Just showing you how to find some things on Canva here. So sometimes you might come into a situation where you just want to be able to change a photo, right? Whenever you want. And with that, you come to elements, and if you type frame, you're going to see these, right? You're going to see these shapes that, they have like a sky and then a landscape as well. If you click that, it's going to show up here on the page. This is now what we will call an image holder. an image placement holder or placeholder for images, however you want to word that. And that's pretty much going to mean that anytime you have a photo, you can just click it, you can just drag it, and it will place into that shape. Right? Just because you have it. Now, if you were to click on it again and press delete, it's going to go back to being this image holder. All right. From there, you're able to make it bigger if you want to. Anytime you pull from a corner in Canva, it's going to reshape that object proportionately. If you pull from the left, the right, the top, or the bottom, that's going to crop your shape. All right. It's going to crop your shape. So Canva is going to automatically crop if you pull from the left and the right. If you're pulling the shape and you've passed the maximum width of it, then it's going to start to crop it vertically. If you pull from the bottom and it passed the maximum height, it's going to start to crop it in that direction as well. All right, so that's just something to note in terms of images. Just like Word, if you want to copy and paste something, you can literally press Control C, Control V, or on a computer, Command C, Command V. That's going to allow you to paste, copy and paste. For Mac users, if you have this shape here and you want to copy it somewhere else, you can hold the Option key. On PC, it's probably going to be the Alt key. If you click on something, holding Alt and drag, it should duplicate. So if someone can confirm for me if that is correct. Click on an object on your page. On a PC, hold Alt and drag. Let me know if that duplicates the object.
My option word.
Option?
Yeah, I
Option.
didn't know that was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Option on the Mac, but let me know if Alt does it on a PC. So that's how you can move a little faster in these streets.
When they click the alt and I drag it, duplicated the stuff.
All right, awesome. The other way to do it would be you just click on the object on Mac, you press Command D, that's going to duplicate. PC, that should be Control D. Once you click on the object, Control D, and it would duplicate. Okay, so that's that. Last thing that we'll show you guys is going to be using the Stylescape, but you guys can take, let's make that 5 minutes, and then we're going to do these last 30 just on the Stylescape itself. All right, so take 5. We'll be back at 7:30. Okay. It's the last lap. It's the last lap.
So that was 4 minutes.
Pardon?
That was 4 minutes because you said you take a 5 minute break and then after minute is 7:31 now. Because they give you that extra 10 seconds still.
You need a little extra time for your break?
So
I mean, it could do. Especially if it's been a long day. I realize these messages like popping up whenever they feel like.
I thought something was wrong with my device, but I guess it's just
Okay. So Stylescape. All right. So this is going to be a file that I'm going to give you guys. And this is how it works. You're going to get it. You should be able to make your edits inside of here itself. And it's just going to be simple typing. All right, so describe your client in 3 words. These words can describe X, Y, and Z. And here you just go ahead, you type whatever your words are going to be. Yeah. Nothing elaborate there. Simple instructions. Template is a guide. Update the size and number of placeholders to suit the purposes of your client's stylescape. So all of these shapes here are all, what do you call them? Placeholders. And you just take them and you just drag and put whatever you need in there. So I would suggest you use platforms like Pinterest, Free Pick, anything like that, just to get, actually, let me make a note. Pinterest. Right? All of these are different websites that you should be able to get some sort of imagery from. But once you have it, you would come to your uploads folder and just drag your stuff in. Oops. It doesn't have to all be photos. Like if you wanted to, you can make things words, phrases.
so everything doesn't have to specifically be there. So it's fine.
Say it one more time, you're a little low.
And so everything doesn't specifically have to be like a still image. You can use like quotes and stuff.
Yes.
Lovely.
You can use a quote, you can use textures. Right? So if your client, I don't know, I'm trying to find something here. If a certain texture is going to be important to your client, then 100%, yeah. You could definitely just find that texture and drop it in. Right? If patterns work, then you could do that. If you think that you want to show off you want to show off the pattern, but not show all of it small, you could go ahead and crop it. You know, this is really just to give a visual vibe of what you are thinking. My only requirement is that you fill all the boxes. If you think that in this case, let's say these are 2 boxes here, you wanted to delete one and make this bigger, you can absolutely do that. That's fine. But I definitely don't want to see a Stylescape that has like 3 pictures in it, right? That would be a little ridiculous. The more pictures you have, the more ideas you kind of pull together, because this is just a tool to help you get your mind right by focusing in on the vibe, the overall vibe. Yeah, so you just continue to drag and drop, fill these up, and they gave you some examples. You can have images that speak to your client. You can have images that speak to your audience. So if it's my client who is the musician who likes to target, not target, that phrase just sounds terrible, who likes to create music for women between their 25 to 30 who are foodies and love to dance in the kitchen, then I should have some photos of some dancing women in here. All right. And you just drag and drop until you're done. That will be it for how this Stylescape works. Nothing too crazy for things that you need to know to use this on Canva. It's literally mostly the drag and drop. If anything, the parts that may cause you to think a little harder are these colors, but you just need to click on a color, come over to here where you have the selection of the color, and then you can figure out what the tone should be. You come back and you just click on the next thing, and then you keep going like that. Any questions?
Is this going to be a template that you send us to work on, or we have to go and find our own individual templates and so on?
Yeah, the idea is that you guys get this as a template to work from.
So it's going to be similar to what we did today in terms of everybody have the same kind of link and doing their own thing on it based off the client that we choose to work with.
No, you should be able to. Oh, this is a live feature. I guess this happened over time, but I had this set up before, like last 2 years or so. This link, this used to be a feature for free people where I could share the link, but let's see what happens. I'm gonna copy the link to you guys, and you can let me know if you are able to open it or if it gives you some problems. Like it tells you this, you need to have a paid account in order to use this. Yep, I'm about to do that.
Yeah, you can drop it
I
in
have a paid account.
Okay, shout outs to you. I'm not.
Sir, you could please drop it in this chat too, the Zoom chat.
Okay. So unlike when I shared it the first time, this template link should give you a file, a new file all by itself, and you don't have to share it with anyone. So when you get it, let me know what happens when you click the link.
You
It
hear me,
worked
sir?
for me.
Yep.
Right. So it seems like I got the entire Stylescape template you sent in terms of I could see the setup on page 5. So it means that it doesn't just send page 5, it sends everything.
All
and all
right.
the other ideas underneath it and so on. So it sends the entire file, I guess.
Okay. Sounds good. And as you can see, like if you go ahead and you change anything on there, it's not reflected on mine. All right. So it's pretty great.
Okay. But that
So
was
where
great
did you
then.
share the document?
Say again.
Where did you share it?
In the chat.
I put it in WhatsApp and I also put it in the Zoom chat. But if you need an email, that's Katrina, right?
Yeah. I'm using the phone for Zoom and working on a laptop.
All right. So I'll try this by email as well. And we'll to we are pretty much going to be finished at 7:45. Yay, sir. 15 minutes early. You shouldn't have. I know, but you guys work really hard, so that's pretty fine. Okay, that's great. Sweet. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
I might be a little bit crazy. Maybe. Who knows? I'm somewhere on the spectrum for
A
sure.
little bit, sir.
Pardon?
Take that back. A little bit crazy.
I definitely somewhere on the spectrum because when a certain time hits, like I don't want things touching me anymore. Like
Very cool.
yesterday, I was driving home and I was like, I don't need this shirt touching me. I don't want the shirt to touch me anymore. I'm done.
So you just took it off?
No, I wait till I got home. Like
Well, you're crazy then.
I
'Cause
didn't
if it was
want it.
bothering me and I was driving, I would take it off.
Wow.
Yep.
Let me just